Hey everybody, Dev here, and this is a wall review. This wall review is in two parts. Our two parts are going to be Town Halls 8 and some 9s, and then in the next video we're going to do some 9s, 10s, and 11s. So let's take a look at our war log. Oh yeah, look at all that green. War streak of 9. This one here was a super duper engineered clan, and so we've been on a bit of a hot streak lately, and it's mostly down to our teamwork. In particular, our Town Hall 8s and our Town Hall 9s. And it's really interesting to see some of the guys that are coming through. They're doing some really good things for us, so it's time to give them a shout out. Alright, so first one we're going to look at is Master Samuel, this one right here. And we're going to take a look at his dragon attack. We'll just keep that one going, as you can see. Alright, nothing really much to see here, nothing really to analyze. An engineered clan, sort of, and level 2 dragons, just getting the job done. Sam, of course, being a Town Hall 8's got himself a king. Okay, so a bit of a bully here in this case. We'll speed it up, and we'll just watch his dragons do their thing. Note that he's not pulling CC out, tends to not be needed, and what he's done is he's used his rage in the right spot there. Just to get his dragons through, and taking a dragon in his own CC, a max dragon, there wasn't really going to be anything that this base could do to stand up to it. There we have it, dragon and a loon in his CC. Sneaky corner huts, always got to watch for those. Alright, good start for you, Sam. Well done. Sam then backed it up, went for the other base as well at the bottom of the heap, number 19. And this time he used a composite of giants, wizards, and archers. So G Wizard. Nah, it's not going to be a thing. Alright, simple CC draw here. Drawing his archers, using an archer to draw the dragon all the way to the top. The good thing about this particular attack is that he ends up using some donated bowlers here just to get through all those little compartments. Alright, good surrounding of the dragon there. Probably committed a few too many archers to start with. But otherwise, all good. There we go. We've got the wizards in here. Probably the only thing I could say here is that his wizards were deployed in a bunch. If there was a giant bomb there, probably a bad thing. So one wizard first clear the way, and then a few more. And also the mortars could have got some splash on there. And just watching for corner huts and sneaky, stupid corner Teslas down here, which really serves no purpose at all. Alright, so good show, Sam. Just absolutely demolishing that base. Smashed it to pieces. Well done. Okay, 3 stars for you. 6 for the war. Good effort. Okay, base number 18 was taken up by Dankybear. Turned up late to the party, but he got the job done. This particular base, Chief Cameron had a crack at. Unfortunately, it was disconnected. Something about the internet and Levin, but oh well. Danky's using a Valkyrie, Hog, and Golem combo, a Govaho. Drawing out CC as per, which is good. Okay, got to say these Town Hall 8s of ours know their stuff. They know the routine. They know how to do it. Dropping the poison down. I would have been using archers here rather than wizards just because they are cheaper in terms of unit space. They're going to die anyway, and you want to let the poison do the work here instead of letting the wizards do the work. Right, now that he's got that sorted out, in goes a golem, in goes another golem. Those two were built by him. He hasn't got enough space to take his own, otherwise he would have been using a max golem. And using some wizards, just speeding up now, conscious of time. And using some wizards here to clear a funnel. He wants to get his Valkyries in. Okay, he's already taken out the king in this particular case, I think. Right, and then the hogs on the back end. Alright, so it's a fairly straightforward attack. Make a bit of a funnel with your wizards and your golems, and then your Valkyries go in with the hogs on the back end to get around all the rest of the compartments. Not the last hog attack we'll see today. There's quite a few coming up. Hogs are back. I've said that. They never really went away, but the fact that you can take a bigger heal now up at the higher levels really does push them over the top. Okay. Base number 16, taken up by Ben 1015. And he's used hogs as well. Okay, so perfect hog base, lots of compartments here. An easy CC drawer, and the king here, very accessible, easy to take out as well. And this time Ben's taken some dragons and some minions as well to help him with the cleanup. Alright, so again, straightforward draw. And he's going to bring out the archers this time, just to keep the troops in the poison. Poison 1, poison 2. Overlapping quite a lot here. He really wanted the poison to be stretched out, just to maximize the time that they have to travel through to get to the units. That's something that comes with experience. But cleverly uses a dragon to keep the other dragon in the poison cloud for a while. So it worked out well for him. And of course that dragon being used effectively to kill the king. And once that dragon finishes off the king, he sends in his group of hogs. Note the two-finger deployment there, it looked like. Getting the hogs to go in two groups, which is good. Sort of missed on that first heal spell. Not enough hogs in there for my liking. But they do split, and that's actually good overlap with the second heal spell. So not bad there. Unfortunately, he's got a few skeletons running around. So if he could have gotten away with just using one poison, that would have been preferred at higher levels. But at this level, it looks like his hogs are strong enough. They're going to get there anyway. He's already deployed his minions, and his king is doing some cleanup work up top as well. So, speeding up here. Didn't see what was in his CC. I think it was max hogs. Okay, but you can see here, fairly strong attack. Once that final bomb and the sweeper goes, then the skeletons get crushed, and the rest of the base is history. Just watching out for the corners there. Okay, so Town Hall goes down, and corner huts. Luckily, hogs tend to be quick enough. Yeah, it was max hogs in there. Good work, Ben 10. 15. Alright. On to the next. Base number 13. Chief Cameron. Taking some hogs as well. This is a Town Hall 8 hog base. Now, you look at this and you think, ooh, hogs really? But the strength of the hogs is they can jump over walls, so not really a lot of walls in this to start with, but everything's spread out, and hogs do move fast, so that is another plus in their ledger. So let's take a look. Here's the CC draw. Now this is quite interesting. Again, he's using a golem. He's found a hidden Tesla, and the purpose of the draw there, the golem there with the wizards was to take out the king. Then, cleverly, decides to drop some wall breakers. Now they've blown up, or they haven't blown up there, they end up getting taken by the Tesla, so they didn't really do much. Once the Teslas engage on the golem though, they do make it past the line, so an unorthodox CC draw there, but it did work. Now he's got the golem still up, and he's got the poison, and he's got the other poison in hand. He wants to keep that golem in the poison so that the dragons and the loons get taken out as per right there, and the heal spell has just kept his golem alive a little longer. With the golemites, it's not really a big deal. I would have kept that heal for his hogs, which are now coming in. He has kept the poison in hand, which is great news, especially since he's got those skeletons on the ground that are going to cause his hogs a bit of issue. Okay, so in go the max hogs from the CC, those skeletons following, so then he drops in the poison at the right time. Those skeletons have to travel through as the hogs go through to the mortar, and you can see that they're being damaged and they disappear. So good placement there from Cam, and in the end a quite straightforward, very easy Town Hall 8 hog ride right there. Hogs are strong. Hogs are a good alternative if you can't get them through dragons or some kind of other weird dragon loon type attack. So hogs are definitely strong at Town Hall 8. Well done, Cameron. Very impressive hog run there, my man. And we're going to take a look at Jake now. OG Jake. Up against Town Hall 11. He's using Valkyries. Look at this base. We've got a few compartments in here. Might be hidden Teslas in there. Might not. Don't know what you think. A fairly straightforward CC draw again. And we've got a lot of walls sort of at the skull level. Now the level 4 Valks, they don't have much trouble getting through those. Note that he's not taking any rages. He is, in fact, taking a jump and 3 heals. 1, 2, 3, 4 corner huts as well, just in case. So there's a couple of things we're going to look at here. With the Valks, you've got to be really careful with this type of base, especially since starting at this cannon here and this archer tower, you can follow with your eye the fact that there is sort of a track here that it's designed for them to run around. And the intention, of course, is to have the troops in range of the Expos and the Teslas at the same time. And note that this person has strengthened the walls around those hidden Teslas to try and keep the troops, mostly Valkyries, in there as well. So the funnel has to be strong. If the funnel doesn't work, it's not going to be as effective, and you'll end up with them going around the outside. So single hog to draw, fairly easy. We've got a dragon and 2 loons. Is it 2? 3? No? 2? Great. Okay. In with the queen walk and a level 13 queen. We've got 1 poison and 2 poison. Again, he knew the path the loons were going to track. Maybe he could have dropped the poison a bit further back here with no overlap, increasing the time that the loons were in the poison for before they reached the queen, and also slowing down the dragon for a bit more time as well. And as you can see, he needs to pop his queen ability fairly quickly before the CC drops. No, okay, no, it must have been a different one, my bad. But now his queen's still up. Important that she is still up because you want her to start that funnel. Here comes the king. And yeah, this is where he needs to pop the ability of the queen right here before the king ends up taking her down. There we go. And storages are good buildings to stop funnels because they have a high amount of hit points. Okay, and unfortunately for this person, Jake has now almost hit the perfect funnel. He's got a golem in here to draw fire and wizards to do the other side. So now his Valkyries have no choice but to go through the breach that the wall breakers have made. Now, at this point, you can see that they are more than likely going to go around this side. Fortunately, he has a jump spell, which he places right there. Now, that was a little late for my liking. I would have gone with that half a second earlier, maybe even a full second earlier. But now the Valkyries have to retarget, and they're going to see these buildings before they see that cannon. And away they go. Once they're in the core, okay, a rage spell would have been another option, but the Valks could have scattered. By keeping them under heal and not under rage, he's kept them running as a pack rather than scattering to 4 corners, which is good. Alright, they've split into 2 subgroups, but they're both under the same heal, which is great, and then they rejoin. So he's done a great job here, whether by accident or by design, in keeping his Valkyries together. Humorously, his golem seems to have gotten trapped in a little pocket there. Obviously went to take out a Tesla, and I don't know how he got in there, and I don't know how he's going to get out, but fair enough too. Alright, we've got Valks going in 2 different directions here. Now we're going in 3 different directions, but he's got enough firepower. Those ones are going to clear the outside. He's already taken out those corner buildings with some archers, which is very good as well. Okay, if you're sitting at this stage thinking there's nothing more I can do, I dropped all my spells. Oh crap, corners. Okay, yeah, you just need to be aware of that too. A couple of times it's been the case, so a couple of minions as well to do that same job. All right, there we go. He's got plenty of Valks in the tank. He's got a fully healed queen after that queen walk, and he's got a chunky king left as well. So all in all, a fairly dominant performance from Jake right there. Well, that's a pretty good starter on this war. Okay, as I mentioned before, the war log is pretty green right now, and as I said, it was all down to our Town Hall 8s and 9s getting in nice and quickly. The fact that these guys are from 10DC, class of 2017, my form class, has nothing to do with it at all. Right, that's part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. You know what to do. Like, share, subscribe, comment, etc. Dev out.